Michael Schumacher's health update. Michael Schumacher withdrew completely from public view after a near-fatal skiing accident in 2013. His current state has remained a closely guarded secret, with the F1 legend's family fiercely protecting his privacy. But recently, some of his close relatives have opened up about his current condition. We recommend you watch the video in its entirety. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this. A bit about Michael. Schumacher succeeded in several junior single-seater series after beginning his kart racing career. Benetton signed Schumacher for the remainder of the 1991 season after a one-off Formula 1 appearance with Jordan at the Belgian Grand Prix. In 1994 and 1995, he won his first and second drivers' championships. In 1996, Schumacher joined the struggling Ferrari team. During his first years with the team, Schumacher missed out on the championship in the season's final race in 1997 and 1998, and he broke his leg due to a brake failure in 1999. From 2000 to 2004, he and Ferrari won 5 consecutive titles, including an unprecedented 6th and 7th, breaking several records. Schumacher retired from racing and finishing 3rd in 2005 and 2nd in 2006, though he later briefly returned with Mercedes from 2010 to 2012. Schumacher was known for pushing his car to the limit for extending periods during races and for his pioneering fitness regime and ability to rally teams around him. He and his younger brother Ralph are the only siblings to win Formula 1 races and the first to finish 1st and 2nd in the same race, a feat they repeated 4 times. Throughout his career, Schumacher was involved in a number of contentious racing incidents. He was involved in 2 collisions in the final race of a championship season, the first with Damon Hill at the 1994 Australian Grand Prix and the second with Jacques Villeneuve at the 1997 European Grand Prix. 2013 accident. Michael Schumacher's legendary Formula 1 career ended abruptly in 2013 when he fell while skiing on the Swiss Alpine slopes and suffered a severe brain injury. The racer, who turns 54 on January 3rd, has since chosen to communicate with fans through his family, most notably through his wife Karina, who provides the most frequent updates. She recently accepted an award on behalf of her husband, telling attendees how the driver has fared since his accident nearly a decade ago. Mrs. Schumacher accepted the prestigious North Rhine-Westphalia State Prize earlier this year, recognizing the driver's pioneering career and giving fans a tearful update. She stated, "Every day I think about Michael, but I'm not the only one who misses him. It's his children, his family, his father, and everyone else. Everyone misses Michael, but Michael is here. Different, but he's here, and I think that gives us strength. We try to maintain the family atmosphere that Michael enjoyed and continues to enjoy. And now we're moving on with our lives. Private is private," he would always say. "It is critical to me that he maintains as much of his private life as possible. Michael has always shielded us, and now we are shielding Michael." According to Ferrari team boss turned FIA chief Jean Todt, Schumacher is still alive because of his wife. He claimed that she saved his life while bearing significant responsibility. "I've spent a lot of time with Karina since Michael's serious skiing accident on December 29, 2013, he told Bild. "She is a wonderful woman who runs the family. She hadn't anticipated that. It happened out of nowhere and she had no choice but to accept it. But she does it exceptionally well. I have faith in her and she has faith in me. He survived, but with consequences, thanks to the efforts of his doctors and the cooperation of Karina, who wanted him to live. And you are currently fighting the consequences. We are hopeful that things will gradually but steadily improve." Where is he now? Michael Schumacher turned 52 on January 3rd, 2022, remaining private as he has since his accident. To commemorate the racing legend's birthday, his son, Mick, posted a photo of himself and his father. Mick shared a childhood photo of himself and his father and a classic photograph of the legendary driver behind the wheel of a car. He captioned the 2 photos as follows: "Happy birthday to the greatest father ever, I adore you." Schumacher suffered a severe brain injury while skiing with his family in the French Alps in December 2013 while descending the Combe de Salier near Mirabel with his son Mick. He fell and hit his head on a rock while crossing an off-piste area between Piste Chamois and Piste Maudit. Despite wearing a skiing helmet, he sustained severe injuries. Following the dramatic accident, Schumacher was rushed to the hospital and placed in a coma while doctors worked to save the racing champion. They gradually drew him out of unconsciousness, which they finished a year later in 2014. His family then relocated him to Gland, Switzerland, where he is continuing his rehabilitation. The racer was paralyzed and in a wheelchair, according to the Telegraph in 2014. Toad, Schumacher's former Ferrari boss, stated that the racer has remained in good shape. He told Radio Monte Carlo in 2019 he had watched an F1 race with the driver and he keeps on fighting. "I'm always careful with such statements," Mr. Toad said, "but it's true. I went to see the race with Michael Schumacher at his home in Switzerland. Michael is in good hands and is well cared for in his home. He does not give up and continues to fight." Mr. Toad stated that their relationship is not what it once was, and Schumacher's family continues to feud with him. "His family is fighting just as hard, and our friendship can't be the same as it once was," he continued. "Just because there isn't the same communication as there used to be, he keeps fighting, and his family is also fighting." Another upbeat update came from F1 boss Bernie Ecclestone, who said last month that he expected Michael to be able to answer questions about his health himself one day. "He is not with us right now," he explained, "but when he gets better, he'll be able to answer all of your questions." While Schumacher continues to recover, only a few people are permitted to see him. Luca Badura, a former Ferrari colleague of Schumacher's, stated that only his wife decides who is allowed to visit. "Only a few people are permitted to visit Schumacher," he explained. "His wife Karina decides who can see him." While Mr. Schumacher recovers, Italian Grand Prix winner Charles Leclerc has been named as his on-track successor. The FIA's Toad and Formula One's Ross Brawn compared the Monegasque driver to the recovering racing hero. "It's always very nice to hear these types of things," Mr. Leclerc said, "but I'm only 21 and haven't proven anything compared to Michael. So, for the time being, it's far too early to talk about these things. I'm working on my career and trying to have the best possible career on my side. But obviously, in comparison to this one, with these people, it's always an honor, but it seems very far away to me." Michael's wife, Karina Schumacher, thanked the F1 legend for doing everything in her first interview since Mr. Schumacher's injury. "When I was 30, I desperately wanted a horse, and Michael accompanied me to Dubai, where I planned to buy an Arabian horse," she explained. "He went above and beyond for me. I'll never forget who I owe my gratitude to. That's my husband Michael." According to Michael Schumacher's former manager, Willy Webber, Karina has denied requests for a visit. "I know Michael has been badly hurt, but unfortunately not what progress he makes in rehab," he said on an RTL special commemorating his first title win 25 years ago. "I'd like to check in on him and shake his hand or stroke his face." Karina, on the other hand, rejects this. She is probably afraid that I will immediately recognize what is going on and reveal the truth. Karina Schumacher continues to make the majority of family decisions and has the final say over footage used in an upcoming film about them, along with Michael Schumacher's father, Rolf, and their children, Gina and Mick. According to production company B/14, the upcoming film's development has been pushed back due to the extensive material included in the production, which was supposed to be released next month. The directors and producers want to give themselves more time to complete the film due to the very extensive material, a B/14 spokesman told Bild. The new release date will be announced shortly. Schumacher was the subject of a Netflix documentary in 2021 that focused on his incredible racing career and the character that helped him become one of F1's greatest, rather than his medical condition. "I just felt like he was somebody special," Karina, his wife, said in the documentary. "I believe he is simply mentally strong, extremely powerful. Every day, he demonstrates his strength to me. Whatever the future holds for Michael, we just wish him the best of health and a successful life ahead." Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more about the F1. We will see you at the next one.